Hey everyone, it's Kyle from Regrettable Props, and we are here with part 2 of the Gladiator helmet. Continuing off from where we left off last time, I used the sanding attachment and went over and added a groove on the outside of the huge piece of foam that's like the brim of the helmet, and I indicated some areas on the screen. Now we're going to be taking those pieces of tubing that we cut out last video. You're going to need a bunch of these rings, and then we're just going to glue about however many you need until it covers the majority of the eye opening that you cut, whatever size it may be, and then you're just going to need to keep adjusting, adding smaller pieces until you got enough of a brace or support. That way it's able to hold that eye hole within the circle. So just keep hot gluing, cutting away pieces until you're satisfied. Currently you just see on screen, I've done this for both eye opening holes, and then once you have it done and hot glued, you're just going to turn the mask around and hot glue from the inside. That way no hot glue is showing and it looks like it's welded or much more secured to the helmet, not by a means of hot glue per se. After connecting the eye pieces, the eye mask grating covering, we're going to be filling in these seams. Currently I'm just marking on screen where I'm going to be filling around the snakes, the dome cap, and where the dome joins with the rest of the big piece of foam. I use Kwik Seal, which is a water-based acrylic, which means it's able to be painted on. When applying this, you can use water in your finger to help smooth it out. You're going to do a couple coats of this, let fully dry before you do any painting, or else it's going to smear and undo any work that you tried to do with filling in the seams. Afterwards, I gave the entire helmet a couple coats of Mod Podge mixed with black paint. The reason I add black paint is to help make any metallic paint, which we'll be doing afterwards, pop more. And then from there I mixed a black and a silver to get a very dark metallic color. After I let this dry, I mixed brown, gold, and some silver and black once again together to add some warmth and variances within this dark base coat. From letting that dry, I did some silver dry brushing on the highlights, and then I tried mixing together to try and get a rust color. You might be fortunate enough to find a rust color. I don't have one within my paint collection, so I tried making one, and I just added it in areas where I'm going to be going on later in the video, adding some additional rust textures, and I'll be touching back when we actually go over that. Here we're going over some additional rust that I'm adding to the helmet in areas where I did the rust wash earlier in the painting section. I am just using some white liquid glue, PVA glue, depending on where you guys are or whatever term. Then I am using some rust powder from a video where I used the rust and added it to Apollyon's helmet. There will be an annotation to the right, and I'll show you how I kind of made this rust concoction to make this metal turn into rust. And then I used the fine powder to sprinkle on areas where I want it to be. So try and make the areas where you want this rust to look or look natural. Look at reference photos of rust, see how it looks on areas where it'll pool. And then once you have it set up where you want it to be for the rust, sprinkle on that dust some of the rust powder. If you have too much, wait till it's fully dry and you can wipe some of the excess off. And then from here, I used a clear, non-yellowing, clear, transparent coat to protect the entire helmet, to give it a nice shine, to make it a little bit more realistic. And here you can see all finished, having that paint and rust effect added to the helmet. If you guys enjoyed this video or missed part 1, there will be a videos on the annotation or something to send you back to part 1. Like, comment, subscribe, put this out to your friends or people who you think might enjoy this. Comment on what you think you guys would like me to do next. I'm going to be looking at doing a Centurion helmet. And then also comment if you guys have any additional concerns or questions about this build. I try and get back to you guys as soon as I can or whenever I see it, because YouTube's not always reliable on sending notification. Anyways, it's been Kyle from Regrettable Props. Hope you guys have a good day. If you're able to follow along, once again, templates will be linked in the description and as well as materials. Anyways, bye.